Hello, everyone. I'm John Spinks, Technical Marketing Manager for Red Hat Smart Management, Red Hat Satellite, and Red Hat Insights. And I'm happy to take you through what's new in Red Hat Satellite 6.7, which is included as part of your Red Hat Smart Management subscription. Gartner has reported that customers, on average, lose $300,000 per hour due to IT downtime. This averages to about $5,600 per minute. And a lot of costs don't show up in this figure, such as IT professionals being interrupted from their more strategic work to handle the more mundane day-to-day tasks. As such, companies are looking for solutions to manage sprawl, reduce risk, and better work with limited resources. Red Hat has solutions that can help, such as Red Hat Insights and Red Hat Smart Management. I'm going to start by covering Red Hat Smart Management, which is a newer term that some of you may not be familiar with. The Smart Management subscription is what gets you access to use Red Hat Satellite, so this is very relevant. Smart Management enables you to improve the reliability, availability, security, and compliance of your Red Hat Enterprise Linux systems running on any platform while reducing the total cost of ownership and repetitive tasks. Smart Management for Red Hat Enterprise Linux combines the capabilities of Satellite with the simplicity of management from the cloud and helps to improve overall operational efficiency by 28%. Red Hat Satellite helps to patch, provision, report, and control your Red Hat Enterprise Linux hosts, and paired with Red Hat Insights, Smart Management helps to both identify issues via cloud.redhat.com and remediate them. We'll talk more about this later as we move into what's new with Satellite. We recently released a new IDC study of Red Hat Satellite with key results, such as a 416% 5-year return on investment with a 6-month payback period. That leads to the 28% reduction in the total cost of operations that I referenced on the previous slide. The full study has a ton of details about how these numbers were determined and several other findings, some of which appear here on the slide. The white paper is available at redhat.com/business-value-satellite. I'll briefly cover a basic introduction to Satellite in case anyone is not already familiar with it. Red Hat Satellite is a scalable platform to manage patching, provisioning, and subscription management of your Red Hat infrastructure. The base capability of Satellite is content and lifecycle management, allowing you to centralize Red Hat and custom content in a single location, organize the content into content views that suit your business purposes, and promote the content through your defined lifecycle environments. That content is then used for the robust patching and provisioning capabilities that Satellite has for Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Satellite has many additional capabilities, such as integration with Red Hat Insights for predictive analytics and security compliance through OpenSCAP. If you use Satellite as intended, then the results are that you will maintain a standard operating environment through standardizing and automating your patching and provisioning with Satellite, have a RHEL estate that is reliable and resilient, your RHEL systems will be secure and compliant, and you'll have confidence in your subscription utilization. Now, let's cover the features of Satellite 6.7. The theme for Satellite 6.7 is new and improved integrations, as well as security and content management enhancements. Keep in mind that Satellite and Capsule servers still need to be installed on a host running Red Hat Enterprise Linux 7. Satellite does not yet support running on RHEL 8. First, let's cover the integrations. Satellite 6.7 also includes automation enhancements, including improvements to the performance for the Ansible Tower dynamic inventory, so that the inventory will be updated faster and more reliably. Under the covers, Ansible enhancements for improved Ansible integrations. This includes the switch to using Ansible Runner to prevent issues with specific versions of Ansible Engine. Satellite 6.7 has added additional Red Hat Enterprise Linux integrations, including Web Console integration, with the ability to open the web console for an individual host inside of the Satellite UI, so you can quickly connect to a host without the need to manually browse to the host web console or needing to open a terminal window. System purpose enhancements enable users to attach system purpose attributes to an activation key during provisioning. This will provide a consistent experience in setting subscription data on new hosts. Module stream enhancements include the ability to create a content view filter based on modules, as well as the ability to incrementally update a content view, including the ability to include dependencies, which may span multiple repositories or module streams. And one of the larger smart management features is being introduced with Satellite 6.7, the ability to integrate with cloud.redhat.com, enabling you to create a playbook with Insights and execute the playbook on your satellite. This simplifies the use of Insights, allowing you to find issues on cloud.redhat.com, create a playbook, and run the playbook using your satellite infrastructure. This is important because of the recent enhancements to Red Hat Insights, included with your Red Hat Enterprise Linux subscription. To quickly summarize those enhancements, Insights is expanding its services to provide additional security and operational efficiency. Rather than just being the single Insights service that we've had available for a while, Insights is now a family of software as a service offerings, pulling in services formerly available only to smart management customers and some new ones as well. As part of this change, Smart Management is including Cloud Connector, which is the piece that creates the connection between Satellite and Insights. The Cloud Connector is installed from Satellite using a job template. Just provide the job with the user and password that will run the Satellite remote execution jobs, and the Cloud Connector job template will take care of the rest. Multiple satellites can be connected to cloud.redhat.com, so if you have an inventory spread across multiple satellites, this is no problem. Insights and Smart Management together look like this. With Satellite, all of the Insights data is automatically proxied through Satellite without you having to perform any manual configuration. Configuring Cloud Connector enables the Execute Remediation button inside the Insights Remediation service. Click the Execute Remediation button and the playbook is sent to the satellite and executed. Satellite 6.7 also added several enhancements to security. There are three main areas where we've enhanced satellite security as part of the 6.7 release. User impersonation, which enables you to impersonate another satellite user and see their view. This can help with troubleshooting and similar tasks. It should be noted that someone cannot impersonate a user with higher level permissions than their own user. HTTP proxy updates focus on proxy simplification and also enables the ability to set a proxy on a per repo basis. For example, if you have a global proxy already set for syncing Red Hat content, this allows you to specify a different proxy for a specific repo, such as an internal repository behind a different HTTP proxy. Common Access Cards, or CAC support, via Red Hat SSO is being introduced as a tech preview feature. This adds support for Satellite to integrate with an external authentication server. The authentication server can then be configured to handle authentication via Common Access Card, or CACs, with Red Hat Single Sign-On. For content management, we have several items in the area of content management for Satellite 6.7. Entitlement reporting is a new built-in report template for reporting on entitlements. This is intended to supersede the Hammer CSV content host report. There's also a new user interface for importing and exporting templates from Git or local disk. If this sounds familiar, this feature was previously introduced for the API and CLI, but this feature introduces the UI. Support for uploading source RPMs, or the SRPM content type. This adds API and CLI support for uploading source RPMs. Enhancements to provisioning. We've added support for provisioning via Azure. Running Satellite, Capsules, or hosts in Azure was already supported, but previously Satellite could not provision directly to Azure. This closes that gap and introduces the Azure Compute resource. Just like Azure, Google Compute Engine, or GCE, already was supported for running Satellite, Capsules, or hosts. Satellite 6.6 included the UI support for GCE, and Satellite 6.7 will complete the compute resource by adding CLI and API endpoints. Performance and scale. Satellite performance and scale is always an area that we're working on, and for 6.7 we've added an improved tuning assistant, adding a medium and large configuration and improving performance, as well as a lot of performance improvement to tasks, including small features like the bulk resume of pause tasks. Finally, we've got a category called Little Bytes. These don't really fit in the other categories and are often smaller features, but we want to make sure to address them as they impact customer requests or small improvements that you might notice or want to utilize. There are two main Little Bytes we addressed in Satellite 6.7. We added an option to randomize the order that remote execution jobs are executed. This can help reduce load if you're running a large number of remote execution jobs across a large number of hosts. We also did some minor usability improvements. You'll mostly notice this from the refreshed login page and updated Red Hat and Satellite logos. The templates editor was also refreshed to use new user interface elements to align to Patternfly, which is the user experience tool Satellite and much of Red Hat uses to build the user interfaces. Now that we've covered the new features, let's discuss a little about Satellite upgrades. Over the last several releases, the Satellite team has had a big focus on improving the upgrade experience to make upgrades easier and to give you more confidence in the upgrade experience. These aren't new to the latest Satellite release, but I did want to walk you through some of the big changes quickly. We standardize on Satellite Maintain for the upgrade process. This is the Satellite version of Foreman Maintain. Satellite Maintain includes a series of pre- and post-upgrade checks to make sure that Satellite is in good operating order and it's ready for the upgrade procedure. After the upgrade completes, it makes sure that the Satellite came back up properly and is responding to requests. Satellite also introduced version locking in Satellite 6.6. This prevents unexpected package updates from someone, for example, running a Yum update. Over the last several releases, there have been a significant amount of effort given to bug fixes and performance improvements of the upgrade process. The Satellite engineering team has made significant investments in automated testing processes to test the upgrades. This even includes a few customer databases that we use to run automated tests so that real data is being used. If you're concerned about your upgrade, then you should consider a proactive support ticket prior to starting your upgrade. More details on these and other changes are available on the Satellite blog at satelliteblog.redhat.com. If you're already running Satellite 6, upgrading to the latest version of Satellite is pretty simple, and you can refer to the Satellite 6 Upgrading and Updating Red Hat Satellite Guide for full details. If you're running Satellite 5 today, then a transition is needed from Satellite 5 to Satellite 6. The same documentation page has several resources, including a transitioning guide and an FAQ, but you may also want to reach out to your account manager to discuss consulting options. It is important to note that Satellite 5.8, the last supported version of Red Hat Satellite 5, goes end of life May 31st, 2020. You should also be aware of the Upgrade Helper. The Upgrade Helper can assist you in moving from older versions of Satellite 6 to the latest version, and will also include extra steps to help prevent any known issues. The helper will ask you what portions of Satellite you're using, like OpenSCAP or Puppet, and include the appropriate steps for upgrading any of these additional components. Next steps and resources. I wanted to take a moment and reiterate the upcoming end-of-life events. Satellite 5.8 goes end of life May 31st, 2020. All other versions of Satellite 5 are already end of life. It is recommended to move to the latest Satellite 6 version as soon as possible. Once Satellite 5 goes end of life, we will only support you in moving to a supported Satellite 6 release. With the release of Satellite 6.7, Satellite 6.4 goes end of life. That end of life date is April 30th, 2020. Satellite 6.3 and older are already end of life, and if you're using one of these versions, we recommend you upgrade to the latest Satellite 6 in order to make use of the new features and fixes. You can also use that Satellite Upgrade Helper to assist you in the process. There are a lot of Satellite resources available to you. We recommend keeping your eyes on the Satellite blog as we regularly add new content there. We also run Satellite Ask Me Anything events roughly every other month, where you have the opportunity to ask questions directly of the product team. If you're new to Satellite, check out RH053, which is a free introductory course. It's also available on Udemy. For more experienced Satellite users, you may be interested in RH403. This course was recently updated in December of 2019. Thank you for taking a few minutes out of your day to learn about what's new in smart management and Satellite 6.7.